The idea that the research our team is doing in the lab could impact the lives of thousands of women and their families around the world is really the biggest motivator for me. My name is Shom Goel. I'm a medical oncologist. But in addition, I'm also a research scientist here at the University of Melbourne and the Peter MacCallum Cancer Centre. The focus of my research is on breast cancer, a very common disease that affects the lives of thousands of Australian women every year.
The thing that I'm really interested in focusing on.
Working as a scientist, I think, enables me to take better care of my patients as well, because it gives me a different perspective on their disease and the way it's behaving. In our lab, we specifically study a process known as the cell cycle. Cancer is a disease where cells are dividing too much. So our goal is always to try and kill cancer cells. But what we've come to realize more and more is that many of our treatments don't actually kill cancer cells, but rather just put them into this state of arrest. Some people call these cells sleeping cells. In the lab, we use the term cellular senescence.
And some of the cells that don't have RB, is that right?
Although senescent cancer cells are no longer dividing, they're still biologically very active. And we've focused a lot of our attention on trying to understand how these cells are different from normal cancer cells, and therefore to try and understand how we can target them. We've identified new vulnerabilities that these cells have, and that's allowed us to develop new drug combinations to treat certain types of breast cancer, through which we combine one drug that will help keep these cells asleep and a second drug which will target these new vulnerabilities. And in fact, one of the most gratifying things that's come from my team recently was the results of a large clinical trial where we found that the combination of treatments that we discovered in the lab is actually helping people live a lot longer. I think the part of me that has become a scientist is the part of me that loves to solve problems, that loves to identify what the core issue is that we've yet to understand, and then logically work through a process to solve that problem. And then thinking that you're able to apply your knowledge, your training, and your energies to finding treatments and to help the patients of the future. It's an honor to be able to do that, to be honest, and very motivating.